Hello, everyone. This is Diverse ASMR here with my brand new ASMR video today. It's a discussion also about why I am a Republican. Now, what I mean by Republican is let's go through the dictionary about what a Republican is. A Republican tends to support small government, reduced spending on welfare, pensions, and reduced spending on healthcare. Um, and they support moderate to high increased military budget, and they also tend to not, and we also tend to not support abortion. Um, and let me think of some other things. We do not tend to support abortion, and we are opposed to big government. Because if we look through history, large governments tend to not be too good. Like a big centralized government can do things like increase taxes, and it hurts the middle class and everybody all around. But it's gone down to the point of why I am a Republican. I got 3 points. Number one, I support life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. What I mean by that is the reason I support, first thing, I support life. What I mean by that is I support the opportunity for people to live, like to experience stuff, like to experience life. And also a big thing when it comes to that is I do not support abortions, because if you do an abortion, you're ending somebody's life, which is impeding on their freedom to basically be alive. Um, my second thing I support as myself being a Republican is liberty. Uh, Now, liberty is kind of hard to get down. Basically, the basic rundown of liberty is we don't like. It's basically the freedom to do whatever you want, whether that being identifying, like I guess, as being gay, I suppose, but I don't really support that necessarily. Um, that's just me. I don't think it's good, nor is it natural. Um, my second point, and basically also against supporting liberty is you don't support the right of somebody impeding on someone else's right to choose on certain things, like um, other things like that. So that also crosses over with against big government. Um, my third, and also pursuit of happiness. Um, what that means is like what that means by the pursuit of happiness is where you want to do something that makes you happy. So if you want to be a doctor, that's great. You have the freedom to do it here in the United States. Go to college and other stuff like that. Or you want to invest in real estate to make you happy by getting money. You have the opportunity of doing that, supporting free market. That's, again, 3 points I do support. Second point of reason why I'm a Republican is I want the most economic freedom possible for the United States, because let's get this back a little bit. Economic freedom is something like this. It's free market. Now, a free market is basically free market capitalism. Basically, the government has nothing to do with the market, and we're not even touching it, not touching it even at all. There's 2 forms of markets. Well, 3. One is where it's state controlled, like communism, socialism. Like for instance, with the Soviet Union, that was a state controlled market, and that they didn't go do too well. They almost they crashed because that's what happened. Um, the second one is where it's like it's free market, but the government has a little bit of control in it. That's sort of what the United States and some other countries are in now. So that's why I'm like that. So it's better than communism or a state controlled economy, but it's not the best. That's where corporatism comes in. Corporatism is like where basically it's where the big corporations like Verizon, Walmart, I guess, just to name a few, where they have big monopolies over like each individual market. Like if there's a gas market, like a company like BP would just be nothing but BP stores. They control everything. And that like only a small few, or like only a small few selective companies would have control over the market, and they wouldn't let medium or small businesses rise up to provide better services. I oppose that, which is again which is a part of a partially controlled state economy. The best, the third kind of economy is a total free market. If I can think of a good example about a total free market, in Sweden, they had, well, actually, no, let me think of a better example. Free market capitalism has lifted millions and billions of people out of poverty, and it has improved our life by making us live like 40 years longer. It's made us more healthy by being able to distribute goods more easily, like fruits and vegetables. So overall, free market is good because it mainly just supports us by giving us the opportunity to better ourselves. It also gives the opportunity for more businesses, more jobs, the good stuff, because you need a job to survive, honestly. You can't just live on welfare. That's my second reason. I also want to give off a warning. If you don't get my points too good, just look up online what a Republican it means to be a Republican, what it means to be a Republican. I guess, like, we have certain values we believe in. And my third point is, I simply love my country. It's beginning to be increasingly aware that Democrats, they're now starting to be like, oh, well, America's this, America is that. It's not a good country, but I want to disagree with that. America is probably one of the best countries. No one is saying one of the best. There's always a country that's going to be better than the other. Like, I guess Norway would, I guess some random country in Europe would be better than the USA when it comes to certain policies, but oh no, it's like we're in like the top 10 of the best countries in the world. To me, that's good enough. That's why I love my country. I'm a patriot. Give me a second. One thing about me, I love Diet soda. That's like the one thing. That's the shit. That's the good stuff. Third point. What was it? Oh yeah, I love America. So like if you're a Democrat, chances are like you'd probably have some bad feelings towards the USA, how we do things. So my response to that is you really shouldn't be talking like that, because men have, and you have the opportunity, and you have the right to protest saying, oh, hey, Republicans are fascists or Trump is a bad dude. I mean, I guess you may ask. I personally, I like Trump. Trump 2020. I hope he gets reelected. If not, then I hope we control the House or the Senate so we can have a gridlock and making sure the Democrats or the leftists is a more correct term, making sure that the leftists don't do anything to ruin our country. Mainly just I love my country, being a patriot. Sort of being a Republican is also kind of is. My 3 points. Sorry if they weren't clear. This is going to be sort of the end of the video, but I want to make quick. I want to do a quick sidewind here. A lot of you may be thinking, well, since Diverse ASMR is a Republican, he obviously hates Democrats. I don't. In fact, if I hated Democrats, that would be a very, very bad idea, because our American brothers and sisters, we're all citizens. We need to be there to support each other. Unity. I don't agree with what the Democrats say. They do have valid ideas, like I guess increased taxes here and there, better spending, controlling a balanced budget. Those are some great ideas from Democrats. Those are some good ideas. But I disagree with their policies. Like, I disagree with them, but in the end, we still need to be there for each other. One thing that I am absolutely one thing I hate that people get across is they think that Democrats are leftists. They're not. There's two kinds of people that identify as left-wing. You got Democrats, like the people, they're like the moderate Democrats, the people who support certain policies but don't necessarily go all the way, which they're cool. They're just, I don't agree with their stuff. The second thing, they're called leftists. Their basically third wave feminists. They just don't make any sense. Everything they touch, they ruin. They touch culture, they ruin that. They touch the family unit, the nuclear family. They ruined that stuff. They continue to do so, which that pisses me off so badly. Oh my god! And they're ruining school. Honestly, they're setting out the belief that everyone is a victim. Everyone is not a victim. Now, if you like something really bad happened to you when you were younger, that wouldn't necessarily make you a victim, but that's where you gotta get up, dust yourself off, and continue on marching on with life, because we aren't meant to stay down. The leftists just want to keep you down. They want to preach, oh, it's okay to be down all the time. It's not. You got to work on things to improve yourself. But everything they touch, they destroy, in a sense. They touched, for instance, leftists are now encroaching on art. So think of pictures like the Mona Lisa. Truly a good art piece by a pretty cool 600-year-old dude. I think it's like Leonardo da Vinci, I think. I don't know. Now, most of their art looks like a 3-year-old toddler unzips their pants and just pisses on a big white canvas. And leftists would be like, all right, that is a really good masterpiece. We'll sell it for $200,000. I kid you not, that probably happened. In fact, down in Florida, there was this banana that was considered art, and it was $130,000. You're kidding me. So this guy comes up out of nowhere, grabs the banana, like takes a bite out of it, and gets escorted out of the store because supposedly he wrecked a $130,000 masterpiece of art, even though it wasn't. It was other shit. Honestly, art nowadays kind of sucks because of leftists are encroaching on it. Honestly, I think they're declining our civilization. Also, you can't argue with a leftist because, like, for instance, if they were arguing about an abortion, like saying, oh, hey, women should have the right to abort a baby, I'm not going to say fetus because, look, once it's like past 6 weeks, that's when it has a heartbeat. That's when it is a living thing. At like, I think 4 or 5 weeks, I may be wrong on this, so don't be like, oh, Jameson, so he's dumb. At like 4 or 5 weeks, that's when the kid, that's when it starts to have brain activity. So initially, once you have sex with a dude, you give up the right to, you give up that right of your body because there's already a human there, the baby. So if you try to argue with a leftist about that, like saying, oh, well, I think the kid should have the right to be alive and, you know, grow up, then they'd be like, oh, you're a fascist, you're a man, you won't understand, or, oh, you're just a fascist, something like that. You can't just argue with one. Now, I don't want us going all around the stinking United States or your local town, local school saying, oh, what's that, you're a Democrat or a leftist? Oh, well, you're obviously a horrible person. Don't do that, because that's just going to raise up bad feelings. Like remember how I said earlier in this video that we need to be there for each other as brothers and sisters of the USA? Things like, so just don't go around your school, church, whatever. Just don't go around insulting people because they're a Democrat or like a libertarian or a communist, I guess. Though if they're a communist, you should really disagree with them like strongly, because communists are not, they're not good at all. That's really all my points I had for this video. So again, reason I'm a Republican, I support life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. I support economic freedom, and simply I just love my country. And to be quite honest, if you're, and also the Republican Party, we just tend to, I guess, be more. They just tend to have a much more promising future for our country. That's just my personal opinion. Now, if you're a Democrat or Libertarian, one of those silly things, and you're watching this video, I guess you can answer. I can answer questions in the comment section below, but this is mainly just to explain why I am a Republican. It's just, you know. But that is all for my video. I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And I'd like to encourage you guys to take a break from YouTube for like 30 minutes because it's the holidays. You got to enjoy your family. Like tomorrow, I'm going to Atlanta to see some family. And it's going to be awesome because I'm going to see some cousins. They've been like up in Alaska, and I love them. So take some time to be with your family. You can always be on YouTube during class. I'm sure you guys do that because school's pretty boring. That's really it for this video. I wanted to say thank you to this one viewer who is watching me right now. That means a lot. I guess whatever your name is, some random person I don't even know. Thank you for watching this video and letting me talk my mind. That is pretty cool. The fact that I can express myself in this way. And I guess just stay frosty, enjoy life, and enjoy Christmas. Also, Merry Christmas. That's all. I'll be back with another video soon. Hopefully, another Arkham Sanitarium Annex. We're going to try to get back into the lore. If you may have noticed, my channel has like grown really big. I'm like at 50 subscribers now. That's a pretty big deal. I'll maybe attempt to do a 50 subscriber special. Maybe doing like another lightsaber, Nerf gun ASMR thing. So yeah. Now again, stay safe, enjoy the holidays, and for heaven's sakes, God bless.